Howdy, my name is Michael and I am the person in charge of the beautiful mess known as the Bystanders. Before we start the episode or get to anything else, I want to give a huge shout out to both Gwinn and Shady Cicada. They make awesome music. Gwinn makes a bunch of JoJo related content, Steel Ball Run soundtrack, all that good stuff, and Shady Cicada makes a bunch of music for just video game music, anime style music, anything you could want. Please go check both of them out. They are both incredibly talented artists, and they're graciously allowing us to use their music for this little podcast of ours. So check them out, or I'll come to your house and castrate you. I do also want to say that this episode is a little heavy on the recap side, but believe me when I say it, there is some good roleplay in it, so despite it feeling like a recap episode, it really does have some parts to it that are important for roleplay and moving on further with the story. And with everything else out of the way, we can begin today's episode.
That's one part that they never...
We just did some very...
His Schlong of God.
That's where the recording's starting.
Alright.
We just did some very definitely canon dice rolls to determine some stats about our characters that you will never know.
10.5. It's not definitely canon. I, as DM, say that is in fact canon.
Okay, good.
No!
Okay, good.
10.5, baby.
All I'm going to say is that half the table is very happy, and the other half of the table includes Donovan and Steve.
And, ooh, those booty shorts got a lot more awkward.
What about Sterling?
Nancy rolls a nat 20.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take a D8 and D10 and average them.
Wait, this is concerning. What is...
It's not her actual cock, it's her soul cock. The
Metaphorically.
the energy that she
is this our energy then?
Not everyone.
Nice.
For who?
Not
For Sterling.
not
Nancy, on the other hand.
Nancy says Max. Just Max.
Nancy,
Call
you
this,
should roll
Nancy rolls a d20.
20.
I'm a prophet!
Damien will hack. Damien's a simp. Damien will simp for Nancy.
So we're calling that spiritual. Can the rest of this also be spiritual, please?
No.
Nope, y'all
No.
have physical ones.
Not everyone has like a physical cock, but everyone has that metaphysical one.
Alright, well.
We're still recording, aren't we?
Yes, we are. That's included. Hello, welcome to Bystanders.
Are you keeping that in, Michael?
Yeah.
What?
Alright.
I'm holding you to that.
You
We're
best.
gonna get DMCA'd. I don't even know what that means, but it was
No, that's Twitch.
That's how bad it's gonna be.
Who's gonna DMCA us? Who's copywriting our call?
I thought you just said no.
Brazzers?
Switch. Anyway,
So,
Is yours on there? Can they copyright that? Do they own the rights to it? Anyway, let's
I can't
move
disclose
on.
that information.
Okay,
I
so-
want to start playing the game now. I've had enough of this.
it's around 4 a.m., and you guys have gotten ready.
4 a.m. part 1.
Oh, God. Steve's parents look at Steve and go down to the cabin. Steve is taken into the room. Door closed behind him.
yeah, so it's just us three.
Unless you want to bring someone else.
He brings
Donovan,
Damien with him
I was
for
gonna say, Donovan,
awkwardness.
do you want to come along and help me explain some of what's going
Yeah,
on?
like that person's ear.
They're going to look at Donovan. They're going to accept him. He's good to stay.
Yeah.
Both Damien and Lloyd are eavesdropping through the door.
I'll allow it.
They should make
You have no problem eavesdropping. You can just put Master of Puppets through and have it.
I don't
beat
detach
inside the
senses.
wall.
No, both of us just have our ears against the door.
Yeah.
Hoggers.
Perfectly JoJo.
good.
All right.
Okay.
So
Um.
your dad speaks up. So son, start from the beginning. When did this ghost club start?
Tell you what, I'm gonna show you this podcast, right?
Alright, well, we can go home, all everyone. Thank you. Hayden has just single-handedly made sure that the ship sinks underneath you all. All of you are unable to swim, except for Lloyd, who is killed by Sterling because her hormone electricity fizzles out into the water, instantly vaporizing him, as well as Dr. A. Everyone else drowns.
This is what meta jokes
Damien, in
get
an
you.
attempt to swim, makes the water weightless and just traps himself in a weightless bubble of water.
Donovan Halen is Gen Z and accepts his death.
Yeah, Donovan Halen does a peace sign as he drowns.
Finally! Wow.
Okay.
Nancy is the only one to survive, but she wishes she hadn't.
Which is a fate worse than death.
You bet.
Alright, so I guess
Wow.
maybe I
Steve is just gonna I don't want to verbalize all this. He's just going to start explaining.
Should we start from when I mugged you?
So
Yeah.
you're going to tell them everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Including the mugging?
Yeah.
I do kind of want you to say that. I know.
Yeah. It's awkward, but it's.
It is important.
What?
It's kind of awkward.
Just like slavery, he said. All right, I do want you to explain this in character.
Okay. Well, this was a few weeks ago. It feels like it anyway.
It was, just for reference, it was like less. It was around a week ago.
Oh, wow.
It feels like a few weeks ago. I think it was only a week, but I was walking home from school the other day. It was actually from baseball practice, right? And I ran into, running into is kind of a funny way to put it.
I mugged your son.
We did what?
I attempted to mug your son.
Look,
I didn't know who he was because I hadn't seen him in a long time. The
We
second I saw it was him, I retrieved his wallet. I returned his wallet to him.
It was just a misunderstanding,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
So wait, you're telling me that you're a pickpocket?
Yeah. I'm a criminal.
But he's still a person, you know? Let's not
No,
make
no. Continue talking.
Janice, you know my dad. That shouldn't surprise you.
Janice nods with understanding.
Okay, yeah. So then, Donovan was also on his way to this little meeting that he dragged me along to. I'm still not entirely sure why, but he needed my help, and I, went along with it.
It's either that or you call the police on me.
Brutally honest time. All right.
Yeah. So we went together, and
everything.
I kind of, that ghost club I was talking about? I kind of got dragged into a little bit of an ordeal.
What happened?
We meant to commit crime.
Do you know the Past is a Present Museum?
Yes.
The robbery.
Cheers on you for remembering the name of that, because I did not.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
You robbed the museum?
Yeah.
First of all, how?
It's a good thing we didn't burn it down
who
like
is
we were
this
told
for
to.
clarification?
This is Robert. His eyes flash a different color. So you're telling me,
Robert accidentally
Donovan.
missed his son.
Donovan,
Yeah.
you tried to mug my son at gunpoint. Then you dragged him along to be an accomplice in a theft at a museum.
I'm a bit of a dick. It shouldn't surprise you.
He didn't actually know what the plan was at the time.
did.
Yeah, we just were along for the ride, kinda, and things just sort of
Stop
happened.
I didn't know it was into.
I can't wait for
call the
Steve
cops
to
on me.
mention that he murdered someone.
Oh, fuck, that's coming up. Oh,
Hey,
no.
you know what's also coming up? My parents, hopefully not.
I apologize. I was reacting.
Yeah. I don't... Ooh.
I didn't
Okay.
I didn't know what
So
he was in
that's
for. He
what
was in the
happened.
police on me. At this time, it was very selfish at the time. I've grown a little bit since then. And I do regret bringing your son into this.
I know that the scripture says that we're not supposed to judge others. I'm finding it awfully hard to follow the scripture at this particular moment.
That's a fucking line.
Just do what I do and don't follow it.
Wow, Donovan's going
say
full
that.
edge.
Just
All right.
I definitely think
Steve's-
that.
Yeah, Steve's mom
I don't say
pipes
that.
up.
I do not
Janice
say
pipes
that.
up as well. So what happened after that?
Well, there were some individuals at the museum that we ran into, and they didn't really like us being there. We probably shouldn't have been there, but we were. We were kind of in the spur of the moment and may or may not have gotten into a little bit of a scuffle. And
You fought the guards of the museum, is what I'm hearing.
well, I was helping my cousin.
If I'm gonna be honest here, he was not that good at fighting guards. You kind of got blinded and ran into a trophy case.
what?
about
You
that.
put my son in danger
No,
like that?
I did not mean to,
It doesn't matter if you didn't mean to. He could have died.
but he didn't. All right.
I feel like this is a bad time to mention that I'm pretty. Did I go unconscious during that fight? I think I
You
did.
sure did.
Yes, you did.
But that's not my
But
fault.
you don't
That's
have to
his.
We're not going to mention that.
Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was my fault.
So anyway, while we were there, the reason we were there was to find this cool vase thing, right? This cool jar. And I found it and had it, and it did something really weird.
Yeah, we don't know how that happened, actually. We do not know how. For some elite started or something, and he fell unconscious. That was not my fault.
It was the jar that did it, not anything Donovan.
So he was exposed to ancient poisonous gases.
Well, no, he's fine.
That
I'm
was
fine
a lot
now,
of
and
inference on Robert's part.
Yeah, that's true. But,
I
there
mean,
was a
leave it to
gas
a
coming out of
Catholic.
it. I don't know. It was weird. But I will say that...
And definitely, we carried him downstairs perfectly safely. Our big friend definitely didn't succeed in picking him
There
up
was
twice
nothing
in a row.
wrong with this situation, all right? We were just visiting museums.
No,
And-
that's a bit. No, don't even try that.
but we're okay now, and that's what matters, right? Yeah. That's...
Look, we're either going to tell the truth, or your father is going to make my head disappear.
So what else have you been doing at this ghost club?
Protecting the city.
Please tell me that's like some sort of intimidation check or something, because if so, Steve will get a nat 1. Okay.
I need to roll to... Robbie,
Robbie, my main man.
Roll to contest it with, probably...
Con.
Make a charisma
Insight
save.
or charisma
Oh.
save? Okay. 9.
Well, it does not beat a 19.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you. Just give me a second. We kind of stole something and gave it to this dude who may be trying to kill us now.
There are more. You know what? Let's leave that up to interpretation.
Yeah.
So... Okay. I don't understand why all of this is happening. You said you were protecting the city. I don't see how that's protecting the city.
Well,
We were protecting the city at that exact point. At
Yeah,
that point,
we
were
got
definitely
kind of-
committing a crime.
yeah. I don't know. I got kind of.
Were there any security cameras in that museum? Just out of curiosity.
I don't think we know that. We didn't
We don't
even
actually-
think to look for that.
Can I roll history?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Roll with disadvantage.
Rolling with disadvantage.
You're a little flustered in the heat of the moment.
Nope. No way. 2.
I'll check. Am I flustered or am I used to getting berated by higher ups?
Roll with normal.
You're probably fine.
I don't remember a damn thing.
Was that also a 2?
Yep.
Okay.
Man,
so you're
Faye
telling
is
me
much stronger than I thought it would be.
that you may have committed a felony.
No, we definitely did.
You have committed a felony. There is evidence to support that you have committed a felony.
I wouldn't be too worried. The cops
No.
I'm not. This is out of character.
Okay.
The cops are going to be pretty freaking incompetent. I think we'll be fine.
The what? Oh yeah, they focus their little.
The thing that was stolen, the main suspect, and everything else was all in the building of the cops, and he got away on better terms with
that
the
in
police.
character?
No, that's not in character.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not too worried about getting caught by the police.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
The Trivago PD is,
This is in
It's
character. If it's
I
any
trust the
concept-
Missouri
You know what?
police
Actually,
more than them.
Actually, I'm not gonna bring up my criminal history to these lovely people. Let's just keep going with what we've
You
known.
already
for now.
threatened Steve at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know what was...
I've done these. I've done
Anyway,
things like 100% less since then.
So after that, we found
50%
out... I gotta remember, actually. Out of character. I gotta remember.
After that, we went back to the
Yeah.
main
After that,
warehouse.
we got the letters to meet up at the escape.
No, there's a bit more after that. If you
Yeah.
want.
This is a recap episode?
It would be if this was an anime, yes.
You're right.
After that, I brought Steve home, safe and sound.
Mm-hmm.
And everything was fine, and we just went to Ghost Club and had fun. That's what...
And then
That wasn't ketchup on your arm. That was blood.
I
The varsity preceptor finally gets it.
I do not remember whose blood that was.
I just blindly trusted my relatives, and here they are, my own flesh and blood betraying me.
To be fair, you gave them a LaCroix. So I'm not sure what you're expecting.
Only a sociopath gives people LaCroix.
It turns out he's not a fan.
I'm not, however, that did prove very useful.
I don't think it's significant at this point.
Actually, you know what it is, because Steve got. You remember how the school? There was an issue with the school. That was a.
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing we got to explain. So basically, there was this girl at school. So there's this girl and yeah. And there was this girl that she tried to kill me, and apparently she was affiliated with the people that we helped.
Wait, this dog.
I
can't. This dog.
Hold on.
I got this.
Oh yeah, the dog.
Alright.
Oh, and then upon remembering Brenda, Steve kind of like freezes for a second. But
I got it.
Oh.
There was
we gotta explain that.
There was a woman.
Hold on, can we?
I immediately forgot that he had to explain the murder.
There was a woman who tried to come and get rid of Steve.
There was an assassin after my son.
She wasn't very good.
You didn't think to tell me.
we thought
You
we
didn't
had
think to
it
go to the police. You didn't think to tell me.
The police were kind of busy with the incident itself.
I know. But Steve's dad, I don't think he's.
Oh yeah.
There's no rational thinking at this point.
Uncle Rob, I do not think going to the police saying, "Hey, we committed a crime, and now someone is mad at us for committing the crime and is trying to assault us."
I would rather
That
you
wouldn't-
be in jail than 6 feet underground.
That's valid, but we're trying, after that point at least, to do the right thing. Look, I
saved Steve from the school, from the woman.
Because she was after us, and then we met up with a bunch of people who tried to stop the people that we worked for unintentionally, or at least on my part. I can't say anything about it. But, and now we're trying to do the right thing, and that's what counts, right? We're trying to stop what we did. We made a mistake, and we're moving past that mistake and trying to fix it.
To be perfectly fair, we've done a couple more jobs for this Dr. A fellow, and Steve has been an absolute, I'm trying to think of the right word here, has been really freaking good at helping us. I'm trying to think of the bigger.
Vital.
A key player.
Has been a key player, he's vital at, and we would not have won those without him.
I don't care if Steve is the heart and soul of your operation. He is my son, first and foremost.
If I'm being perfectly honest, Uncle Rob, you should be very proud of your son for what he's done since that night. He's done a lot of good things. I just remembered that he killed someone. That's not in character, but
We'll get there.
That's not in character.
And we made a mistake, and we had to go back and fix it. And to do that, we had to help this man named Dr. A, who was actually making an organization to fight the people who were using this jar for evil, nefarious purposes, right? And so we helped him, and since we had the power ourselves to do so, we had to do the right thing and, make these bad things that were happening stop. Yeah, I'm sure you can understand that, right, Dad? We had the power. We couldn't just let nothing happen.
I don't know. I've never been a vigilante before. I wouldn't know what that's like.
Vigilante is a strong term, but
Is there anything else you want to tell me at this moment?
yeah, that's not the end of it. Well, we found after going on a few missions for this Dr. A, we came across one of the associates of this Agent Clementine, we called him. And
Wait, Clementine. The name sounds familiar somehow.
Wait, what?
Agent Clementine?
How so?
Maybe Lieutenant.
I don't know. I
Yo,
can't remember it. And Steve's mom is also going to make a check, but she's at disadvantage. Yeah, I recognize it too. I just don't know from where.
Huh.
Regardless.
We'll get back to that.
Was
but-
he on the junior varsity perception team? That was not in character, but
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we happened to encounter the lady who tried to chase me at the school, and after a long encounter, we actually captured her. And I had been.
Steve, you don't need to tell them this part.
No, I can do this.
Are you sure? Okay.
I was not happy at that point. My judgment was severely skewed, and she had threatened to kill me and everyone that I loved.
What
all right?
did you do?
I made the wrong choice, and I ended her life. All right? Yeah. It's something I can never take back.
Lloyd sure did. Well,
Steve.
This was not a good person. This was someone who was...
It doesn't matter if she's a good person. That goes against everything we stand for. Everything. I raised you because I saw something in you. I knew that you could be twice the man that I was.
You're right, Dad. And
Every day of my life, I have looked at you and just thought about how proud I am of you, what a man that you've become. And today recently this conversation has made me rethink my view.
and yet, you know, Dad, that was a mistake. Of course I realize that, but despite the fact that I can't take that back, I can make an active choice to never do something like that again. There's a fierce determination in Steve's eyes. He looks at his dad. That choice, I'm not going to let it define me. I can choose who I am from this point.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Damian Drake's like, he's crying outside the
Oh,
room.
he's like quietly
Yeah,
sobbing.
he's like,
Hold on. Robert picks up on you quietly sobbing, but doesn't say anything.
okay.
Steve's mom does as well.
quietly sobbing.
He's not the most stealthy person.
The ship's kind of rocking. You heard the phrase, don't rock the boat? Well, here's Damien.
Hey, Michael, am I allowed
Lloyd has
am I-
a
am I
very
allowed to
like
give others inspiration?
visible, like
Yeah,
stunned bodily
No,
expression.
what did you roll? You
With
rolled a persuasion with advantage.
advantage? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, roll with advantage if that wasn't clear.
Same exact thing, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Roll.
So I am proficient, so that gives me a total of 11.
Well, that beats what he rolled.
Okay.
Damn.
Steve.
Son,
Oh, sorry.
you two have given me a lot to think about. Your mom and I are going to have a conversation. For now, we're glad that you're safe. Get some rest, get some food. We'll talk more in the morning.
Thank you, Dad. And thank you for believing in me.
If it's all the same to you, Steve, I would like a word alone with your parents as well.
Okay. I'm gonna go take a minute, and Steve leaves the room.
As Steve opens the door,
I'm going to
Dad-
try to hide away from the door.
Yeah, you guys can get out of the way pretty easily.
Okay.
You hear Steve's dad. He looks up. Son, just remember, I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
I feel foreshadowing that I don't like.
And get a point of inspiration for that exceptional roleplay and willingness to do that.
Oh,
Thank you.
Lord.
Point of inspiration.
You too.
There's more.
That 100% deserved inspiration. My God.
Yeah, that was a good
no.
moment.
I was thinking like, I'm sorry to force that on you, but I really think that had to be played out.
I love
role-play-wise.
that.
That is
that's-
recapped done correctly.
All right.
The reuse of Damien's words actually made him cry.
What?
The taking of what he had talked with Damien
right,
previously.
yeah.
Before you begin, what I know you wouldn't really like to say to me, I would just like to say that I haven't been in such a nice family setting ever, really. Even when I was young, I shouldn't have been able to realize that where I was living wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't such a tragedy that I did notice, and it has only been a week, and you've shown me exceptional kindness, even though you know what my father and mother have done and how they feel about you. You acknowledged that, and even though you know I am, of course, even though I'm their son, I'm not. You had no reason to. Even then, you just showed kindness to me, gave me food, wet bed, water, stuff I quite frankly don't deserve. And your son.
I would have been fine, except that both of you were reacting. I can see our peripheral vision.
I'm sorry.
I was trying not to completely ruin the moment. Thanks, guys. Good job.
Hey, we were silently talking. You're the one who broke.
What did I say?
You said stuff.
What? What is that?
I'm so sorry.
It's alright, that's karma for the Fireflies bit.
Yes, it is.
Anyways, let me try to get back into that.
Sorry. This was such a heavy
It was
moment.
both of us too. It's perfect karma for the
When did I say stuff?
I think you said like stuff
All
that
the
I
stuff
don't
you've given
deserve.
me.
Yeah.
You have only yourself to blame for that. You have to.
For trying to just let my...
For those in the podcast, we cannot possibly explain it, but just yeah.
Just know that I'm stuff. Okay.
Anyway,
Sorry,
All right, Donovan
back to the
Payne.
moment.
Quite frankly, things that I don't deserve.
It was never about deserve.
Your
You're a person. You're more than that. You're blood. Despite everything that I know you've done, I don't regret anything that we've done for you. Everything considered, you're still family. And we are going to talk about you putting Steve's life in danger.
I am aware, and ever since that moment I knew, this is, of course, my cousin. I haven't grown this close to anyone it's felt like such a long time that I've spent with you and Steve, and I mean, I guess it's brother, but we don't really exchange that many words, but it's felt like a lot longer than just a week, and I can not express my gratitude and appreciation. And I have devoted so much of my time to make sure that your son stays safe. When I said that if something bad happens to him, that still stands. You can blame me. Even if I'm not there, you can still blame me for getting him into this. I knew in advance that it would have been ultimately my fault for dragging him into this. Your son, Steve, is just an exceptional person, and you should be very proud of what he's accomplished and how far he's grown as well.
Yeah.
His stand, that superstition of his, it should be pretty plain to see how much he's grown as well. He's just a phenomenal. He's a phenomenal cousin and an even better friend.
And he's the best son I could ever hope to ask for.
Sorry.
And with that, oh no, that's not here.
All right. I've seen how hard you work to protect Steve and me and the household. When those men were attacking the house, you stepped up, and I'm glad that you didn't just bail on us. Just
How could I have bailed when everything I love is in that house? Fuck! I left my Tamagotchi at the house. No!
all right.
I need a moment. Bye. This has been great. He leaves the room.
Okay.
Is that what actually happened?
Yes.
Good.
Steve's mom and dad. Steve's dad walks over and closes the door, and he and his wife converse for a while. Steve, how are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just taking a moment. Let's see. We're on the boat.
I'm on.
What is the layout like?
It's a pretty sizable yacht. So underneath there are several rooms. So you have the large deck. There is the rim of the boat that comes forward. There's a bunch of space.
Damien's chilling on the deck looking out at the sea right now.
There's also a raised platform where like the steering wheel is. There's an internal cabin where there's it appears to be like a repurposed kind of engine room. Everything's in it, but there's also like some kitchen supplies. Down below deck, there's that big room where all of you met, as well as a few smaller rooms. It looks like a 4-bedroom yacht.
Okay, cool.
There's also a restroom in the back.
Okay.
So it's pretty decently sized.
And we were just conversing in the big room, like.
No, you were in one of the smaller rooms, one of the
Okay.
offshoots.
Steve is just gonna go into the bigger room and take a seat and just stare out the window, thinking.
Okay.
Lloyd is currently leaning over the edge of the deck, with his arms on the rail.
Actually, no. Now that I think about it, Steve is also gonna go up to the upper deck and just sit out and stare at the ocean.
We're all just staring at the ocean.
For the first time in a
Donovan
while,
is right on the bow. Just
Lloyd
right up
actually
there.
doesn't have his mask on, willingly.
I guess it is night, huh?
After a while, Sterling comes up with with 2 bottles. She's got a 2-liter Sprite. She pours you a glass, and then she's got a bottle of Scotch for the gentleman.
I can't. I'm not.
Hey.
I'm not on the drink.
Just what the doctor ordered.
No, I'm just thank you, Sterling.
She pours herself like a double shot.
Nice. I haven't really talked to you very much. How are you doing with all this?
Well, I mean, a lot's happened. Turns out the city's even more dangerous than we thought. We knew there was something going on, but this kind of this changes everything. We ran some experiments on the grapes, and we were able to do as much with them, but it turns out they're just normal grapes. Nothing weird about them. No stand ability we could find, no undead corruption, nothing.
Real quick. Is there like a library of books on the ship? Are there any books at all?
There's a decent study in the back. What you could presume to be Dr. A's room has like a little twin-sized bed and a thing with books on it. There's some decent amount.
Donovan Halen is gonna go into full research mode and try to see if he can find anything about the grapes, because now he's intrigued, so he's gonna go rifle through some books.
So,
Find anything about the what?
The grapes. See if anything is connected to grapes at all.
The grapes. Okay, yeah.
I'm more talking about like Dionysus and stuff.
Oh.
The significance of that. Yeah, there's a book on classical mythology. You can find
So
it.
he's gonna pick that out. Figure that might be a good place to start. I'm not gonna roll anything for now. I'm gonna.
Do you know how to use an index? Would Donovan Halen know how to use an index?
No, I'm gonna let's play out first.
I was like, I do have an idea of a lead, but I assume you have
Yeah, Sterling has
a
something
plan.
to say.
Yeah.
okay.
Well, it seems like there may be more than one force at play
Huh.
here in the city.
Do you have any idea where those ghouls might have come from?
I don't know. I mean, I assume they came from the phone. Well, he took the phones off of them, and then they were able to track them using that. Well, I mean, it's not hard to get bodies. It's a big city. I assume with the way that a vampire works, you can go and just raise some zombies from corpses.
You don't mind if I butt in, right?
Yeah, you're probably not far away. Yeah.
Alright. Well,
You could comment on how handsome he is.
when you...
Oh, you don't have your mask on.
Pog? What's your
Is that
charisma
you,
score
Lloyd?
now?
my charisma score is 13.
Lloyd kind of like sparkles.
Lloyd, I bless you. Bless you again.
In character, bless you.
There we go.
Don't bless him. He doesn't want that.
Oh yeah, you take radiant damage.
Let's see.
I've never seen you without your mask before. Wow. Yeah.
What does Lloyd look like? Would you like to describe it to us? Him? I shouldn't
well,
say it. Him.
What
Damn.
used to look like just like fused eyelids is now just like more smoother. It looks natural. Like it was naturally supposed to have no eye sockets.
Do I just have false memories of him taking it off to show Dr. A the mask?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
He did. I forgot about that.
No, but
Yeah.
he got his primal charm, so he's improved.
Ah,
Is
yeah.
the reason why he
Okay.
said his new face.
Right.
You got a glow up.
Yeah.
Right.
So he got a glow up, exactly.
So, anyways,
What kind of hair does Lloyd have? Like curly, straight? What do we think?
it's very straight, flowy, platinum blonde.
Remember Damien said, "Whoa, you're a girl?"
Right.
Right.
Gun Legolas. Forgot. How could I forget?
Of course.
Cool.
What the frick was that?
Wow.
Don't worry about it.
So,
The lemonade hit me
when
hard.
Yeah.
when I was
Yeah.
interrogating Brenda after the incident,
Oh yeah. I forget. Does Steve know about that? I can't remember. I'm just.
did we tell Steve that?
Only you know all of the details of that, but you told some of them to the rest of us.
And that.
I
Like,
definitely told.
You told
I
us about the
definitely
stand users,
Yeah, I
and
definitely
you told us about him.
Sterling was there.
Yeah, Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling was there.
Watched that.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was so she can corroborate elements of your story.
okay.
Right.
Even if you don't say like explicit details.
While I was interrogating Brenda, and Sterling can back me up on this, she very, very much implied that they're not working with the ghouls and the undead, rather they're working against it.
Really.
They kept mentioning.
That's what caught me cross.
They kept mentioning smooth skins, and you were there when she kept mentioning smooth skins, but when I turned her into a zombie, she referred to herself as such.
Right.
Crime Brenda.
I see.
So maybe all those bodies that we've been finding, all those disappearances, because of a conflict between them.
That's my personal theory on it.
Do they have some sort of identifier between each one?
There were these coins.
Damien's
Charles interchanged
flipping
cheese
the
tokens.
cherry wine coin with him, and he sort of makes an offhand comment. He's been listening, but not really involved. I don't suppose there's any vineyards around here, are there?
Well, the city has some pretty
Isn't Trivago
decently
known for...
sized vineyards. One of the main exports of Trivago is wine.
We may want to look into one that might be of interest. Something with a cherry tree, maybe.
Okay.
Found some coins and some of the ghouls
There
that
are
had
any
a insignia
pygmy shrew
on it.
compounds in Trivago.
And then any what?
Pygmy shrew compounds.
No.
Oh. Can I roll history?
The DM just told you blatantly, no, I don't think you have to roll.
No. Nice.
If you'd rolled a 1, he would have done that. You are convinced there's a pygmy shrew compound somewhere.
Where are the
in Chicago.
shrews? Alright, let's continue.
Where are you breeding the shrews?
Anyway, reaching down to grab an ale. No hard feelings, right, Sterling?
You actually look and see Dr. A. He's on the other side of the cabin, like stretching out his new muscles, and he like
We are
grips
not in the cabin.
What? Yeah, he's on the other side of the deck.
Okay.
He like grips the thing with surprising force, and he like jumps on. He's like hanging on it by the edge. So then looks over and she's like, "I suppose he's happier now."
Looks like it.
You gotta make sure he stays out of the sunlight. That will vaporize him.
He looks like he's having more fun.
He's.
I think.
Yeah, I've never seen him with this much energy before. He's certainly something.
So did you do the same? Did you make him the same thing you are, Lloyd? Is that what I see?
That's what this mask does.
Oh. Huh. Can I try?
No.
No.
Okay.
Lloyd takes the mask off his face.
Oh my god.
Lloyd takes his mask back off his face.
Slap Steve. and goes
Steve
back
just
down.
got told off by his parents for doing reckless crap without telling them.
No.
And now he's like, I want to be a vampire.
No. Lloyd takes his mask off of his face, places it on Steve's head, and just punches it.
Steve takes 3 bludgeoning damage.
I'll roll damage for it.
Do you want to roll damage?
Improvised weapon.
It'll be unarmed strike.
Yeah, it'll be unarmed.
Okay,
Which is a D4 because I don't have the wound, because that would kill me.
do you guys have anything else you want to talk about? Or are you thinking you're probably just going to make small talk and then probably...
4 damage.
Yeah, Damien made his suggestion about the vineyards, but that's about the only lead that he knows of.
I'm gonna have Donovan Halen use the index to find stuff about Dionysus.
Okay, after about 30 minutes, you figure out how to use an index.
Yeah!
You're not well educated, so...
Donovan learns how to read.
Also, most of us have
Lloyd?
gone without sleep. We should keep that in mind. Because, like...
Yes, we should sleep. It's like 5
That's,
a.m.
I'm about to say, you guys are
Okay.
going to go to sleep soon. Yeah, you
Lloyd with the sleep?
flip through the book. You don't find... So, you said you're looking for the connection to wine and Dionysus?
Well, I'm trying to find anything that connected to wine. I know Dionysus, me personally, is the god of, like, wine and stuff. Donovan
also-
Halen does not know a thing. He
He's
just...
also the god of madness.
True.
And
yeah,
partying.
You do find some information on Dionysus in general. He's the god of wine, dolphins...
Right, dolphins.
Madness,
That is...
berserkers, stuff like that.
Bro, the Greek mythos. The Greek mythos is stupid because every god is the god of like 6 things and they have no relation.
No.
Yeah.
The best part is, they're all super specific with no correlation.
Exactly.
Although
Oh,
Dionysus
the god-
is a special case because he was...
Yeah, what's the deal
We
with
won't get
Dionysus?
into that.
Dionysus is interesting. I'm sure Michael could talk about 30 minutes for it, so we're not going to do
Yeah,
that.
30 minutes is a pretty liberal estimate, but anyway.
I'm sure you can manage.
Alright, yeah.
Alright, I know you need grapes to make wine. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Yeah, so grapes, wine, easy correlation. Yeah, I was just gonna say that cherry wine is used on very rare occasions to refer to the flowing of blood.
Oh, that...
That makes sense.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense, considering why
Would I find that out from a book?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of biblical references to it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Red
For
wine is
blood. Yeah.
Red wine is literally like referred to as the blood of Christ.
Donovan and Halen will as soon as possible refer this information to the group. I guess.
Cool.
Oh wow. All right.
So Donovan Halen, he's like coming up. He's of course still got his like normal things on, which is just his t-shirt and pants and boots. He like
Really?
and blah blah blah. That's the most important bit. He opens up the door to where everyone is. He goes, "Okay, guys, I got some information."
Okay, guys.
Me when I'm gay.
Oh boy. Well, Donovan is no longer allowed to speak.
I have not stayed up for 21 hours to hear a joke like that.
I will refrain from speaking about jokes and guys. Okay.
Dr. A gets everyone together, basically just saying, okay, someone should take some sort of watch. I know that we're out here on the lake, but it'd be best to have someone on lookout just in case while the rest of us gets in the
Donovan has a watch. Oh,
No, he
I'm
doesn't.
sorry, I misunderstood.
Well,
I'll go first.
ahead, Doc.
I'll take first watch.
I don't need to sleep.
My bug watch is
Fair
on.
point.
Okay, I'm going to bed.
I'll stay awake.
I'll watch for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
No, I'm already near max health. I got all my things I need.
I'm near
I'll
max
take
5.
first
Used all my
watch.
hit dice, so
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take
yeah.
first watch.
You're taking first
Fine.
watch?
I guess it'd be a permanent double shift because I'm just watching the entire time. I don't need to sleep.
Watching.
Hey, I'm already in my PJs. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Guess who can hear, smell,
Wake me up in a
and
bit,
feel
Dono.
better than anyone on this ship?
True enough.
Nice.
I'm not gonna react to being called Dono.
Who called me Dono?
Damien.
Alright, well, you
Donovan
guys...
chooses to ignore that and
Okay,
moves on
fair
with his
enough.
day.
Okay, so a couple of you guys are on watch. It's
Lloyd.
Lloyd and Donovan right now, and then Damien will switch in later.
Damien switches in later. Okay, about an hour into watch, Dr. A comes up.
Wait, real quick. Is my lightning bug friend still with me?
Yes.
Okay.
He's chilling. Dr. A
Damien
comes
is
up.
jealous.
So I
Not
can't
a
sleep.
familiar.
What time is it right now?
It's around 6 a.m.
Lloyd, is it normal for vampires to not sleep?
We don't.
Can you sleep?
With the obvious adverse of sunlight and sunlight-esque attacks, as well as
You might want to stand too close to me, actually.
as well as the possibility of just shriveling up due to lack of blood, we gain a lot of advantages over normal mortals, including the lack of need to sleep.
Can you
Oh.
still sleep? Just for the heck of it?
I tried. I couldn't.
I haven't really.
Some vampires sleep
Tried
in the
to sleep.
daytime. You should be able to.
Doesn't Dio have like a bed? and
Yeah.
everything?
Yeah,
So like,
Those things that
Yeah, he has an actual coffin too.
very
the
extra.
one in the coffin was me.
Yes, thank you. That is.
You
that
can
is
sleep.
the
I just don't think Dr. A has quite mastered the vampiric sleep yet.
At level 10, you get vampiric sleep.
At level 10, you gain the ability to take a nap.
Until then, you can't restore your hit dice.
Oh god.
Level
Why do you
one-
need to
level
restore
one
your
through-
hit
level
die if
one
you can
through nine.
regenerate?
Yeah,
No shit.
vampiric
Level
regeneration.
10, I sleep.
You don't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Alright, so Dr. A is going to go back below deck. The sun begins to rise pretty quickly. I assume you're able to.
I've mummied up.
Yeah, you're pretty good. The watch passes without much of an issue. Well, the amount of time that it would take for a long rest starting at 5, let's say 8 hours. So 5, 8, math time. Hee-hoo.
Math
so
time.
1 p.m.
Yeah, 1 p.m. You guys are chilling. And,
Okay, so I can reset my stuff.
yeah, everyone wakes up. And,
I don't usually sleep this late.
before anything else can happen, Dr. A goes around and wakes everyone up after a decent amount of time. He doesn't want anybody to sleep in super late because that could mess up the sleep schedule. After a little bit of time, Lloyd, you hear a noise approaching.
Guys,
Huh?
someone's approaching.
Huh?
Where? I don't see anything.
The Halen awakes.
You guys all get up onto the deck, except for Dr. A, who doesn't have any really protective clothing. He stays down with the rest of
Oh,
he just
God.
stays down.
I can give him my umbrella.
I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah.
Everybody goes up to the deck, and you
The
see in
darkness
the distance a singular, what appears to be a singular person in a small rowboat, just very slowly rowing toward the yacht. You're pulling out the gun?
Name your reason for coming this close.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, you recognize the voice.
Who is it?
Donovan, Steve's parents speak up. Oh, Mr. Clementine. It's
Absolutely not.
It's Agent Clementine.
Nope. Kill him.
Wait,
Hold on. Whoa.
Donovan Halen makes an op.
Lady.
Damien
Not
levels.
not
Damien
really.
levels the hog.
Whoa. Hold on.
I start breathing.
I'll stop right here.
I'm holding.
I'm unarmed.
I am holding a gun.
I just want to have a conversation.
We can have a conversation.
Can I go to listen for his heartbeat to see if he's lying to us?
No. You're not Toph. Sorry.
Also, you don't. I
I'm-
thought you said you don't have a detached senses.
No, oh, you're
Also,
level
he's-
6. I can do this bullshit. At level 6.
No.
Okay, you're not there.
I am gonna tell my parents that.
Can I walk in water yet?
That's the guy who hired us to do our first job.
Absolutely, I don't think so.
You are Steve. You are insane. This man right here, Mr. Clementine. He came in. You must be misremembering. There's a psychological effect where sometimes you can remember things differently. You might recognize him because a few days ago he came into this house while you were at school and he gave us a bottle of wine.
He what?
No.
He what?
I recognize that voice
That-
from anywhere.
That reminds me, I learned last night when I was reading up on stuff that cherry wine or red wine is normally associated with not only the god of Dionysus, who is the god of wine and stuff, wine and things. No one has named stuff. That's illegal.
Why would you say that?
You didn't have to.
I didn't.
None of us would have.
All right, that's it. I'm shooting him. You cocked
Wait,
the
stop,
hand of God.
stop.
And the flowing of blood.
That's it. He's done.
Cherry wine. I'm actually coming here because I want to help you all take them down.
Really? You want to help us take down the people that you are assisting, Lieutenant Clementine?
Oh, to think I would associate with those soft skins. You really have quite a brain up there in that big head of yours.
After
you're helping us take down the
after you
undead.
Yes, the soft... Oh.
So why would we associate with someone whose organization has been trying very hard to kill us the last week or so?
Well...
You want to go ask any of your other associates about that?
There has been a series of misunderstandings.
Really?
One of your associates tried to kill me, my cousin, and all of my friends.
Brenda had gone rogue, first of all. She believed that by killing someone who we had paid and returning the money, she would get a promotion. This was not the case.
And she also convinced Hound Dog to go with her on that. And it seems that the three others that we faced also trusted both of them. TW, Ryan, and Daniel.
Agent Hound Dog.
Well, I mean...
Agent Hound Dog is also Hound Dead.
And
I don't think mentioning that was a good idea, but we have done it now.
And TW kind of turned into a raisin of sorts.
I am upset that you did that, but okay.
I did not. I expected as much, but I'm still surprised.
In that case, let's call our casualties even on both sides and call a truce.
Actually, we're doing a lot better than you.
I just want to know why you think we would trust you.
Give us a reason to trust you.
Can I pause for a moment and just relay what I'm thinking to the rest of the group, like, out of character?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So, jar, go into wine, give a round to people. When they drink wine, stand.
Okay.
That's how my parents got. Mr. Man gave my parents the wine, and then they got stand.
That's an interesting theory.
Why would he do that?
Okay, that's all. Anyway,
Smooth skins.
sorry to burst your bubble, Michael, but I wanted to say that.
Understandable.
Before we let you onto this boat, I have one more question for you. What did you need that vase for, Mr. Clementine?
Oh, I'm not telling you any of
Then
you
you're
that.
not getting on this boat and you will die at sea.
Yeah, if you're going to help us out here, we need transparency.
Complete transparency.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. Not even I know what the jar is for.
Oh,
Do you know who he is?
Who was that other...
I've seen his stand. Never him. Not once. No one in the organization knows what he looks like except for...
Do you?
One... Let's call them a thing.
Oh.
Mom, Dad, now do you understand? This is...
What is the name of the organization at the very least?
Well, Cherry Wine is the one of the...
That's the one they're facing.
Fine. The Beating Heart. Is that enough for you?
Oh, pygmy shrew. I'm disappointed.
May I get on the boat now? It's pretty rockety in this one.
Disappointed it's not the shrew.
I don't know. Do you like associate yourself
we
with
actually
a
knew the name Cherry
smooth
Wine
skin?
already. I don't know how I forgot that. I had written it down. I don't know where we heard that.
You aren't affiliated with Cherry Wine.
There's
we
also
don't believe.
TBH.
I would
Why
hope
would I
not,
have a
because I'm
reason
pretty
to?
sure a bunch of their people just trying to come and kill us.
Alright. Well, I have a couple of reasons why you should take my advice, whatever you'd like. He pulls out a set of pictures, and he throws them onto the deck of the ship.
That would be your mother.
It's worse than that. They're pictures of that night in the museum.
Uh-oh.
We're going blackmail then.
They had security.
Oh, no.
They had security
Not
cameras,
blackmail. There's nothing I had to do. I went into the police station and made copies. Now, we have very, very competent lawyers. They can make this entire thing disappear. The police aren't very...
Can someone explain to me what he threw onto the deck?
I feel like from what he's saying, you can figure it out.
The police in this town aren't very, let's say, pure of heart, and...
Or competent.
A bribe could take care of this entire problem for you. It would be an inconvenience at best for all of you, and I could make it completely disappear.
See, what you've done here is instead of giving us an actual reason why we should trust you, you're now manipulating us.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
You know,
Yes.
you say at best it'll be an inconvenience. For me, that's just dinner.
We're pretty good at handling those, by the way. inconveniences.
I doubt that even with your abilities, you could handle an armored SWAT team.
Hey, you hearing any of this?
I mean,
What?
You can try.
That's a no. Let's not.
Clementine is here.
Wait, really?
I swear. Okay, Sterling.
Yes.
What do you think about all this?
You have a stand, Clementine?
Yes. If
Show it to us.
if I reveal what my stand is to you, will you let me on the boat? I don't want to stand on this small boat any longer.
Then sit
Yes.
down, fool.
It's not what you want.
He
It's,
reaches out his hand, and a little firefly on Donovan flies to him
That's what I
underneath his coat.
Oh
what I was
my
thinking.
god.
Oh.
Fireflies. He opens up his coat, and inside, he has like hundreds of little fireflies lining the inside of his jacket.
Damien is
Yeah, I call
floored.
it.
He just stares in awe. I don't trust him.
Damien, you
Good.
can't be. You can't possibly.
Look, this is a boat filled with sand users. I don't care how strong he is. I don't think he's gonna try anything.
I will say.
Keep our guard up. Listen to what he has to say.
What about?
I will say, for
Fine.
complete transparency, I'm not alone. I have someone else with me.
Who?
They are only here in the condition that combat breaks out, but I'm pretty confident that even if I and them teamed up, we wouldn't be able to take all of you down. Plus, what would I have to gain in this? I can't even drive a boat this big.
Except that you're not alone, I would like this person to reveal themselves.
Same.
Tangerine. He snaps his fingers, and another person of pretty much identical size, height, weight to him shifts outwards. He looks the exact same, except that he has shining blue eyes, and he has a jacket that has like a slightly different jagged pattern rather than Clementine's stripes that go vertically down.
There has
Is
to
it
be
that-
an Agent Orange in your referenced in your somewhere.
Is there
Alright, that's
is that
weird.
that guy who was there when he duplicated the bills?
Yes, it was.
Very cool.
What?
The guy snaps his fingers and shifts back into Clementine. Clementine shakes his head a bit. All right.
You want to explain that, please?
That's a stand.
Well, I assume it's a stand ability.
It's not really my stand ability. It's his. But
Right.
Feared as much.
What's his?
Unless any of you are going to attack me or physically damage me in some way, he won't even come into play.
I accept this.
All right.
Fine.
Fine.
You
Whatever.
can come on, but I have a question. What's the name of his stand? Not Tangerine's.
His?
His.
I don't know it.
What's it? What's it do?
I don't know.
He's seen it, that's all.
Oh, okay. Wait.
It's
You have a
like, it's
physical-
like
What
dealing
about-
with the boss.
And by
Wait, what
his,
about
we're
the-
referring to the leader
Yes.
of
Yes.
the
Wait.
duels, or-
How'd you cause inflation? How'd you duplicate all the money on that table? Is that Tangerine's thing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Oh, okay.
My ability is much more simple than that. My Fireflies has the ability to run surveillance on everything and everyone in the city if I so choose.
Oh, that's cool. Anyway,
That's actually really neat.
that's neat. Get on the ship.
This is why I don't trust
Thank God.
bugs.
He climbs on
It
board
was-
and immediately.
It was a bug.
You didn't realize how pale he was, but some color comes back to his face. Okay.
Not like the water.
Not a fan of the water.
I understand.
Alright. Well, Lloyd is going to keep Master of Puppets just like readied at any given time.
Yeah,
Does
Damien's
not
still got
trust.
the hog in his hand, but
That's-
he's not wielding it.
Yeah.
Steve is
Actively.
going to stare at the distance between his parents and Agent Clementine and keep Act 2 ready.
Yeah, Donovan
Yeah,
just had
Clementine he doesn't seem tense at all. Like he seems like he is actually pretty relaxed in this situation.
Yeah,
He is
Donovan's got his
maintaining, like, a
umbrella open
professional
himself.
relaxation.
Cool.
and open as usual.
Because the space between like the deck and the hull of a ship is pretty thin. Master Puppets can always just go down.
Oh, definitely.
Underneath.
Yeah, you can fit Master Puppets in there. Okay.
Well, I'm talking about I could be standing on the deck and the puppet.
Master of Puppets
The chains could
stalactite
be
mode.
underneath me.
Stalactite mode.
Furthermore, Steve,
Stalag chain.
Yes.
we understand that your mother is sick. That is an unfortunate happenstance. It was a consequence that we did not mean to. It was not our intention. All that we wanted was to find a couple of competent people who we believed had the fighting spirit to develop a stand. Well, your mom did not necessarily have that, and we would like to apologize ahead of time. I and my organization, we are going to do everything in our power to ensure that your mother is able to make a recovery. That being said, I need to be able to run some tests on her. You can do the tests yourself. You could administer them. All of that. He pulls out a briefcase from his coat and he slides it towards you. All I'm going to need is a swab of her spit, maybe a bit of dead skin cells from the flesh. That's all I will need.
Steve, without saying a word, takes the briefcase and keeps staring.
Okay. Wait, your mom was sick? I mean,
She was very obviously sick, but
Oh,
that's
wait.
very in character for Donovan Halen.
wait, I knew she was sick. I didn't know that because there was a whole bit like I didn't. That's not quite what I meant. It was like, oh yeah.
And furthermore, Mrs. Wonder, I would like to apologize to you directly as well. She says, it's okay. Robert, I'd like to ask, you seem like you're doing okay. You've had some of the wine. May I see what's developed of it?
Yeah.
Robert smiles. I don't know what's happening, but alright. He flashes it in front of his eyes. They change a different color. Flash, flash. He looks over at the water, and some of it is scooped up and absorbed. And then he looks at the ship, and the water starts to spread out on the surface of the ship. Clementine nods, pulls out a notepad, takes some notes. Okay, fantastic results. That's
I
exactly
don't
what
know
it
if
is.
we should be showing this guy
is he
what
still
we can
wearing
do.
that piece of silk over his head? Sorry.
No, I don't know if we should be showing this guy what we can do.
Most
Obviously,
women
he's
know
not
any of our
trustworthy.
stance.
All right, maybe we shouldn't give him any more information. You know, guys. Just keep a heads up with that.
This is a very awkward situation.
I don't need to know anything else about any of your stands. I know enough.
Bottom line is, we're currently fighting a battle on two fronts. We gotta figure out something with one of them, and this is the best thing we've had in a long time.
Listen,
That's fair.
if everything goes well here, you'll never have to worry about anything from our organization again. In fact, you will find a beautiful place for each and every one of you. He looks at Nancy and Sterling, except for maybe you two.
You have something in
with them?
particular against them,
I don't have anything against them.
because
What?
they're not stand users. That's standist.
That's standophobic.
Not very upstanding of you.
Donovan wins.
I'm stuck on
I
the
don't
boat.
understand
I'm not
how
just
you
gonna
guys can do
stand
this.
by and let this happen.
Okay, we're done.
I understand how you guys can keep making these puns.
Well, not only will I do this all for all of you, but I will also reward each of you handsomely and give each of you a reward for what you would like.
Of course.
I'm
Hey, out of character real quick. Did A ever pay us for the previous night?
He's busy.
He paid you, and recently he came around and gave you all money.
Oh, I actually
How
have
much
money
was
now. Cool.
Yeah.
Rather than just.
$500 each. He had
Cool.
a secret stash on the ship.
I guess I only have $500 on me then, because I don't know where I keep my money. I guess it's in my apartment.
Damien has all of his.
Lloyd also has all of his. Unfortunately for Steve.
I have 500 on my person.
My wallet is purely for cards. I
So
stole.
Lloyd is the richest of us right now. No, wait, no, because you split yours with Damien. So actually, the initial payment did not matter in the long run.
For a
because now-
16-year-old, Steve is
How much
rich.
do
He
you
just
got?
doesn't have
I have
any of it on him.
8,003.
Oh, you got more than me.
Well, I got paid from being a teacher.
I want to beat up kids and get paid.
Isn't it great?
Become
Where do I sign
a
up?
substitute teacher.
Catch the principal cheating.
Okay.
What
you're
was
right.
his name? A fair adultery?
You, Lloyd. I have a proposition for you. I have, let's say, resources in Japan. I'm offering each of you something. We've gotten our hands, our organization that is, on some kind of experimental drug. It's known to cure some sort of ailment at the cost of possibly causing another one.
Is this Clementine or A?
This is Clementine speaking.
So they
I've
both
already
have
heard
the
this
same
prob-
contact.
I've already been given this proposition by another fellow.
And yet, here you still are.
There was a bit of stuff.
We just can't. It's always you.
There was a bit of
Here's the
awkward moments that happened before he could contact.
Slavery moment.
Well, if you
I'm gonna have a
braggy,
heart attack.
If you are able to complete the job that I have assigned for you for today, I can get the drug to you within 48 hours. I have no guarantee that it could work, but if it doesn't, I can pay you in a different way.
What happened to Guy?
Here's the thing.
What did happen to Guy?
Wait, where's Guy?
No!
The end of the slasher.
That slasher
Guy.
go fuck himself.
I hope Guy just doesn't live there.
I will say, guy went home early,
Okay.
Yay!
so he's okay. Nancy was the only one in the bar. It was a slow night. She had Guy go home early.
Here's the thing, Clementine. The proposition was made to me on mutual terms.
Okay. Well, anything else any of you could want, I can take care of. Be it fame, power, wealth, whatever you so desire. And I
Scarf?
can also take care of your little... He picks up a photograph problem.
A scarf?
He wants a scarf.
What kind of scarf would you...
It could be a Humboldt scarf.
A nice one.
Nice one.
And like a new.
I have heard something about a beetle scarf.
Sure.
I'll see if I can find one.
And like a cool new, and like a different jacket, not a trench coat, just like a cool jacket.
Tailcoat.
Deal.
There you go.
He
Donovan becomes Joker.
he writes that on
Shut
the,
up.
He writes that on the notepad.
Make sure it has the long tail spits though.
Tailcoat
That's
on
a
the
tailcoat.
Yeah, tails.
Steve? Yes?
Split down the
Anything
middle.
you would
Not split down the middle. That sounds cool.
I will say, this will require you to do one quick job. Should be over within the day.
Yeah.
But afterwards, I will get you all of this, as well as clear your name from the police.
All right.
Okay. And this...
This seems too
What-
good to be
before-
true.
My Tamagotchi from the Wonder household.
Two good.
I would also like a Tamagotchi.
Is that all that you two would like?
Yes. Adderall.
How much?
Your prescription.
Write down what you guys want, because,
Okay.
I don't.
And just to be clear...
This sounds
you
too
can
good to be
ask for
true.
bullets for the big old magnum.
This sounds too good to be true. However,
Hold on.
if it's happening, I'm gonna go
Listen,
for it.
I needed something to sweeten the deal, and as it stands this moment, we share a common enemy.
Before I agree to anything, what kind of job is this?
It's a simple... Well, you see, a couple of our... Let's say members of the organization have gone rogue.
You really have horrible employee retention.
We have...
What are your working conditions?
We have quite a few employees. It's honestly 99% of them report great satisfaction on our latest survey.
They like it
Do
so
you
much that
need
they go
this, or do you
kill.
want me to just keep it?
Like it so much they go.
No, Michael.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I don't need what you want.
Steve.
Just
Okay.
make sure you guys...
I don't think
Was
Brenda
that-
was alone. They said someone set her up to play the Swedish person. That's the best they can.
That's true.
Who's they?
Excuse me.
All right.
So, wait, hold on. That's a good point, Donovan. Agent Clementine?
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant, I apologize.
Wait, no. How would I know that? I wasn't there.
Steve is going to use his intuition.
Very cool. Your intuition sounds exactly
You got
like your
divine
cousin,
nugget of
Donovan
knowledge.
Haley.
That's insane. You said Brenda went rogue? Was she alone, do you know?
Well, I assume that she would have Hound Dog supporting her, and as an agent, he has a lot more resources and access to everything that our organization has. Hound Dog was about to be under investigation by the time that you all were able to intersect with him.
Was there anyone else involved in their
Probably
scheme?
Probably TW, Daniel, and Ryan.
I don't think they were actually associated. I just think they knew Brenda and Hound Dog.
Well, why would they?
Well, they were sending
They're
grapes
not
to
a
the
part
wine.
By
of
the
wine.
way,
Why are they selling grapes?
Was there someone behind?
You guys on a vineyard?
A vineyard? No.
What were the grapes for?
Not even I know that.
Was
All
there?
that I know
Is that part of his plan or whatever?
it's some sort of very high priority cargo.
Okay,
That's all that
then
I
we don't
know.
have to worry about
Wait,
those
no,
three.
they're probably not. Grapes are not cherries. I know this for a fact.
Well, I mean,
Yes, they're not going to the cherry wine people.
I had some of those grapes. They weren't
Cherry
very
wine's
good.
the zombies.
Just
This
to
is a
clarify.
freaking wine
Was there-
business war that we've involved in.
Do you know if there was anyone
I'm going to laugh if
behind
this isn't about
the separation of
who's
Brenda and
undead.
Hound Dog from your
Oh, we don't like
organization.
the undead. It's just two rival businesses at it.
I don't know if it's necessarily a separation. They just got much too ambitious and thought they could get away with a lot more than they actually were able to.
I see.
That's obvious.
I don't think they needed anyone else. You saw Hound Dog's ability firsthand. He is
It was powerful.
Wait a second.
relatively powerful within our organization.
I take
I see.
back. This is out of character. I take back what I said about not having to worry about the three that were doing the grapes.
Yeah.
Because Daniel was shooting at us before we met up with them at the grape house.
That's true.
And Brenda and Hound Dog were supposed to retrieve some information to pass along to them.
That's true. And we left them all, like, alive. So.
All but TW.
Well,
By the way-
Oh, yeah, that's right. You sucked him.
Yep.
You sucked him off.
Do you know anything about Orion Tenor?
Sorry?
Ryan Stand wouldn't have to be counting stars, would it?
It might be.
We met up with him pretty recently, yeah.
we encountered
Yeah.
them, but that was as
At
far
the-
as it went. We did our usual
warehouse.
business.
I assume you all are responsible for the shipment not reaching its proper destination.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
correct. We still have a lot of the grapes, actually.
Yeah.
If you could give us a location for that, that would be greatly appreciated.
Feisty Falcon?
Noted.
Yeah, I cannot guarantee that the zombies didn't get to it.
You think zombies are gonna go for grapes or that?
I don't know what the grapes are even for!
Or I don't think they're made of human flesh. I hope not.
Alright.
They're not.
Good.
It better not be we ate some.
I can say that for certain. They're not grown from human flesh.
That's
Alright.
Well, we got that cleared up. All right.
I'll do
And what's this job about that you mentioned about
I'll do this-
15 minutes ago?
All right.
I'll do this job, but first I'm going to need a suppressor.
For what?
Suppressing.
What kind of weapon?
My 1911.
Understandable. Make sure you write down whatever it is
Right.
you're asking for as well.
And I'd also like a cooler full of IV bags of blood. Would you rather me going out on town?
I will say, it's
I
interesting
can
that
make it
Clementine hired Lloyd for that initial job.
Lloyd doesn't make himself out to be a vampire, but once it's known,
Lloyd
there's
is
no point
first and
hiding it.
foremost a stand user.
Right.
So that's why he was able to get the contact. So.
And it's not like Lloyd parades about being undead.
Right.
He didn't tell you guys until like it was a secure location.
I mean, I wish you were chilling out in Brazil with Xanth right now. That'd be a lot easier on us.
Zanch.
Xanch is the reason why people are afraid of Brazil.
Yeah. Single-handedly. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm going to tell you about this job that I have for you all.
All right.
In the next episode of The Bystanders!
Oh my god. This took a turn. Okay.
I wanted to.
I no longer know what's happening.